What's up, guys? It's LeMar DeVente, and today I'm back with another Beyblade Burst unboxing and review. But this isn't any regular unboxing and review. It's for the Beyblade Burst Evolution line and Switchstrike. So this is super exciting. It's amazing to have the Starstorm battle set. So let's get right into the box. So on the front we can see our Beyblade V3 bursting Satum S3. Shows two people playing, the launchers and the bays themselves. But the back will provide us with more information. So we have our first bay, which is Genesis Valtryek V3, and that is an attack type. The energy layer is Valtryek V3. The disc is 2 parts, which is DR26, and the performance tip is TA11. If we take a look at the stats, it has 9 for attack, 6 for burst, 0 for defense, 4 for weight, 7 for agility, and 0 for stamina. So it's very offensive. Such an attack type. And then we have Satum S3. The energy layer is Satum S3. The 2-part forged disc again is DR38. And the performance tip is TD08. Our stats here, 1 for attack, 1 for burst, 10 for defense, 10 for weight, 2 for agility, and 1 for stamina. So it's a very defensive Beyblade. So then we have our Switchstrike abilities. So these are special abilities that these bays have, which are very out of the box, unlike what we've seen in the first wave. So we have the Spring Blade attack and the in-battle tip change, which I'll explain when I unbox these bays, and the spinning wheels for Satum, along with the ground support wheels. On the back, we can see what's included are 2 bays, the Valtryek V3 and Satum S3, this nice green stadium, and the 2 launchers. There's also the Beyblade Burst app on the App Store, on the Google Play Store, and I'm pretty sure that's it. I will be providing QR codes for everything here, which is the stadium and the 2 bays, so you can scan it into your game. Now let's take a look at the rest of the box. So we have our dimensions for each Beyblade, so the diameter and height. So you guys can enjoy that. And then Satum S3 as well. It's pretty cool that they provide that. And then our final piece of this box is all the Wave 1 starters. So we have Valtryek V3 Recolor, Wyvern W3, Fafnir F3, and Roktavor R3. So I'm hoping I get those soon. But that's all for this. Now it's time to get right into the box. Okay, so here are the contents out of the box. Let's just move forward. So we can see we have this box over here, which probably contains the parts in it. So let's just crack this open. And there it is. We get all our bays, launchers, and everything. So I'll just get everything out of here for the time being. Hope you guys don't mind. We have our stadium over here, which is 2 pieces. Comes with the manual over here, which lets you know how to launch a Beyblade. Also lets you know how to assemble a Beyblade, and along with the stadium. So I'm making this video a bit longer because I want it to be a bit more in-depth. My first time seeing the stadium. So I hope you guys do not mind that. This is an experience for me and you. So we have our clips here for the stadium. And right now, it seems a bit unbalanced, and that's because it's missing a support. So it seems like here, we actually only have 3 pockets. So 1 up there, 1 up there, and 1 down here. So we need to get these clips out of the bag, and we need to clip the stadium together. So I will just skip right past that. Alright, so we're finished. And right off the bat, I noticed that this is a very different ridge shape over here. So on the outskirts, well, not outskirts, but over here, it is like a star shape almost, a very odd star shape. But we can see that the way it is, it almost points directly to the center. So I feel like this encourages attack types, which is not really something we've seen in current Hasbro stadiums. So I think this would actually help for newcomers who are playing, or it actually introduces a completely new strategy, which is having a flat launch. But now I think it's time for us to get right into the Beyblades right here. So let's get right into that. Alright, so we got our first bay out of the packaging, and it's the Genesis Valtryek V3. Let's compare it to the predecessor, which is Valtryek V2. So, the energy layer, this looks so nice, honestly. So we can see the emblem right here, which is new to the Beyblade Burst Evolution Switchstrike line, and the very nice tattoo job they did. And here's the Switchstrike ability, which is how this moves back because of the spring in here right at the top. So this is supposed to give a harder hit, so it hits the opponent and then gives that harder hit. The overall shape is very similar to the Valtryek V2 energy layer, and I would say that's actually more of an upgrade right now, and it looks really nice. Moving on to the Forge disc over here. So these don't really look too similar, but if we look at this, it has the center disc and this outside plastic frame. So this is numbered, so instead of having a letter, it uses a number. And this one is 6, and this is called Vortex, and I think it's called a frame. So you can detach this from your bay. It may be a bit tricky at first, but over time it starts to loosen. So there we go, that pops right out, and you can add this to any other one. So we can just put this back on, but let's first look at this. We can see how it has 6 attack points, and they kind of look like 6s as well. So this is a fairly heavy disc, to be honest. And there we go, just clicks right into place. It's a fairly heavy disc, so I think this is overall an upgrade to the original Forge disc. Then we have the driver, which is called Reboot. So this has such a special gimmick. So when it's spinning, these tabs right on the side, the gray tabs, will pop out, and this short flat tip is here. And so as our base starts to lose spin, it retracts, and boom, we have this star-shaped tip exposed. And so this can probably help keep some of the speed it had as it was losing it because of the shape of it and how wide it is. But overall, it's a pretty cool gimmick and reminds me of Variable. So it had sets of teeth, and then it wore down and became this. But this is just during a battle and not over time. So overall, I think that's almost equal. But this Beyblade in a whole is just an absolute upgrade to its previous one. So we put this together, and it actually has a pretty good slide. I think it's pretty decent. And it's a really nice looking bay. So we're going to be doing a battle with this later on, and I'm excited to see how that does. But it's time for us to get on to the other bay first. So now we have our next bay, which is Kinetic Satomb S3. Kinetic Satom's the full name of it. So we have the same emblem in here, which looks like an S, but reversed, probably because we already have Spryzen, which starts with an S as well. We can also see the S over here in silver, really nice, and it has the tattoo on these 3 attack points over here, and that's all besides the paint job on the S. It's a very nice looking bay, and we can see the shape here, and oh, here's the QR code for it, so you can scan this right into your game. And I will also do it for the Valtryek V3 as well. So you guys can scan these into your game now. Sorry for not showing those a bit earlier. But then we look at this, and it's a fairly round shape, and it has the Switchstrike ability of these rollers. So you can see my finger just moves along. So when a bay comes and hits it, it'll just supposed to negate an attack. And also, here's the Switchstrike ability that when it hits an opponent, then it will just fling forward. And it's fairly round. The only thing that I'm seeing is that it actually has the additional attack point right there, which doesn't make it so round and may make it a bit more prone to bursting. And then we have this, which is 2 Glaive, or I think that's the name of it. And we can see the center of it, which is kind of like an oval, this disc there. And then it has a very round frame around it. So, like the other one we had from our Valtryek V3, you can actually take this off as well and interchange them. This is actually pretty cool. I think it would be good on attack type because it's an oval. And this seems good for defense and stamina types as well. Then we have our performance tip here, which is called Loop. And so it has the rollers here so that when it hits the stadium floor, it can just, you know, have this to support itself. pretty neat gimmick, and I think it could work. The only thing I'm seeing is that it has some little supports around the ball tip itself. But overall, it sounds like it could work. So that's all for that, and let's put our bait together. And the slide on this one's pretty decent. I don't think it's as good as our Valtryek V3, but I think that with the round shape and the rollers, it is worth it, or else it may be a bit too strong. So I really like how this bay looks, and I think it will perform good. So, let's get on to the ripcords now. Okay, so now we have our launcher here. So this is really different from any of the current Beyblade launchers we have, besides the dual threat launcher. This can launch left and right. So here is the ripcord, and it's really different from the one we had before over here. So this is the previous launcher and ripcord, and you can see how much smaller it is. Like, let me just get this straightened out, okay? You see how long that is? Let's get this other one over here. And actually, probably about 4 teeth longer, as we can see. So this was a super small launcher, and wasn't that great. But now we have this one, and wow, that felt pretty solid, to be honest. So this launches in right, so that's why the R is there, and then you put your ripcord in the other direction, and we'll launch left. So we'll launch left spin Beyblades such as Drain Fafnir, Legend Spryzen, all those bays. And it's bulkier, so I would say that it's nice that you get this, and you get 2 of those, of course, since you get 2 Beyblades. So you can play with your, maybe, like, your brother, your sister, your cousin, a friend, whatever it is. But that's all for that, and with all these parts covered, it's time to get right to the test spins and battles. Alright, so time to do a test spin of Satum S3 and Genesis Valtryek. So, we have our launcher from the set, and we're going to do that. So first off, let's go with Satum. So, 3, 2, 1, right, rip! So as we can see, not much movement going on. I'm going to hit this a bit to deplete its stamina. Oh, and we can see how the rollers are working there, how it actually was rolling on them. And let's try with a stronger launcher. I have the Master Kit one. So, 3, 2, 1, right, rip! So just a quick test spin there. And let's do the same for our Genesis Valtryek V3 over here. Let's get down to the launcher. 3, 2, 1, rip. Oh, and you can see as it hits the star-shaped ridge, I will fling it back into the center. So I'm just going to hit this a bit. Oh, and now look at that. You see the speed it picked up as the reboot activated. So you can see the absolute insane speed going on there. And let's try with our Master Kit launcher now. So 3, 2, 1, rip. That was a bit of a bad launch. Let's redo that. 3, 2, 1, rip. You can see as it rebounds and forces it to go to the center. This is really good for attack types. Let's just hit it a bit. And boom! Reboot activates. And it nearly touches the ridge. But I think that's enough fun and games. It's time to do a battle between these two. So let's get right into it. So, round 1 with our ripcords here. So, 3, 2, 1, rip. Let it rip. Ooh, look at those big attacks. Satum is holding up really well, though. Ooh, and the Switchstrike ability kicks in. Looks like a battle of stamina. Ooh, but Satum comes out. So let's jump into round 2. So it's 1-0. Satum S3 to Genesis Valtryek. 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Let it rip. Oh my gosh! There's a lot of pocket bouncing, but at the end, it was Valtryek V3 who pulled the win. So let's do one final round. The score is currently 2-1 with Valtryek V3 winning. So 3, 2, 1, rip. Let it rip. Whoa, the roller ability kicked in. Valtryk's fighting hard. Oh, and the ability kicks in. And looking close, but oh my gosh. Valtryek V3 ends up winning with a spin finish. That was absolutely insane. So overall, I would highly recommend this set, as you get this unique stadium which provides a new strategy for attack type users, but also for any other type. Along with that, you get two amazing Beyblades here, the Genesis Valtryek V3 and Satum S3, which are super fun and fairly strong at the same time. And you get these two improved ripcord launchers, which are great, and I would say are superior to these previous small blue ones here. So, you guys should definitely pick this up. And if you like this review, leave a like. If you want to be updated for when I do upload more Beyblade Burst content, along with Bakugan content, hit that subscribe button. And if there's anything you want to see on my channel from this set, please let me know down in the comment section below. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more Beyblade Burst battles.